Morning, I'm about 10 minutes from the creek, taking a half day. It's gonna be really warm today. Get a little cooler. I won't be able to get out this weekend, so stayed up late last night, knocked off some work, taking a half a day here. Left at 5:30. I'm gonna have to be home at 2, so it's kind of crazy. Drive 5 hours and dig for 4 maybe. But what the heck, just needed to get out. Haven't been out for over 3 weeks now. So hopefully it'll be a nice day. It's just getting light, and we'll see you on the creek. Well, back to the little ravine. Plan is not to stay here too long. I want to take one bucket out of here. There's a few little spots here I want to double check on. For the most part, this is worked out. If you saw the last video right there in that open area, that's where Orrin was kneeling and he was digging towards the right. And it's kind of interesting because the really good gold was over on the left. Took a lot out of there. And so the day he was here, I was actually worried that we wouldn't find much. We started digging to the right there and actually was picking up some pretty good gold, which is kind of interesting because that's what I want to check, because it seemed like the bedrock was really sloping up hard to the right, so you wouldn't think there'd be much gold in there. But I just want to maybe take a half a bucket out of there. Then we're going to go up here. I'm talking about mistakes too. There's one block, well, here's a block right here that I haven't taken out, and then right here is just about 2 feet that I didn't take out. And this is my like 6th, maybe 7th trip here, so I've taken a lot of dirt out of here. And again, like this 15 feet here, probably what took well over a gram of gold, so it was a pretty good spot. Remember, this is panning with using a trowel. You can see that's already been dug out. But I'll tell you about mistakes. That 7 trips ago when I first got here, I found gold right up there. That's that same old drop-off that I've shown you before. So just in front of this way, a few feet, found gold there. And then that big hole, that was solid. There was no hole there. Found gold there, found gold here. So one trip I dug away there, another trip I dug away here. In hindsight, because I found through testing, some of you don't test. Test is where you like to take a couple of gallons of material and see if there's any gold before you start digging. It's called prospecting. Should have just started up there and methodically just dug straight down all the way, because what I'm left with now is there's probably some spots of good gold in here that I missed, and so I should have just worked this from the head right on down around, and then I'd feel better about not missing anything. But again, I'm going to take a bucket out of here, and really I want to check out some other spots on this little creek, try to find another hot spot. Mainly I'm just out here to get my head clear today. Haven't been out for a long time, like I said, so I just need to get out. So I'm happy with that. Don't even have a jacket on, and it is still February. Okay, I got my first half. This might be a longer video today. Give me a take for rest. Got about 1/3 of a bucket classified, and I took it just hard along that left bank. It's hard to leave that left side. That's where I found that 0.2 gram picker. But I've already been down there and brushed that, dug it out good, but I went sort of hard along the edge, see if I can pick up anything else. We'll see what's in here. So this will be my first sample before I get out of here. Okay, out of that 1/3 of a bucket, here's the best piece. I just got in the other pans maybe just 3 tiny little specks, so I can give up on that left side. Won't sleep on that anymore. Alright, I'm going to go up and take a upstream a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is go fetch material up around the next couple of bends. I'd sampled up there a long time ago, just around the bend, not far, and got a few specks. So I'm going to bring back about 5 gallons and pan it here. So that'll be my next test spot. See you in a minute. This is the first pan from, I brought down 3.5 gallons of material. This is the first pan. I like what I'm seeing here. We've got this heavy chunky black sand, and there you can see a lot of shotgun pellets. I actually don't run into a lot of those, or at least right where I've been at. And let's see if there's any gold here. I got to do this left-handed, so I'm going to embarrass myself here. Okay, there you go. So we've got 1, 2, there's one down there. Let me shake this out a little. Let me try to switch hands here. Now we're rocking. Okay. Yeah, we've got there, nice little piece there, and a couple up there. So this is the first pan. I'm going to keep going down through this bucket. So this looks promising. Okay, we're looking at the bottom of the bucket, which a lot of times is good. Not always, but it is today. I really like that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, about a dozen pieces in there. Got one probably 30 to 40 mesh probably right there. So, and I'm really liking this. This black sand is really awesome looking. So we're gonna do a whole 15 gallons of material, and you gotta understand what I'm doing. I'm still calling that a sample because I'm gonna do 15, and I'll know about that spot. Be confident. Then I'm gonna move on today. I don't care what's down there, but I got a couple other places I want to sample. So I sort of use a multi-tiered approach here. Minimum sample is going to be 3.5 to 5 gallons of unclassified material. And if I really want to feel for what's going on, I'm going to take out 15 gallons, which will give me one classified bucket to go through. So I'm going to go up there and dig a hole. I'll take you up around the bend there in a second, show you what I'm doing. Okay, let's head up around the corner here. Show you this new spot. It's looking kind of good. Yeah, the thing that's fun about prospecting is, you know, I just randomly did that area back there. It took a lot of digging, got a lot of gold out of there. But I really doubt that I've found the best spot in this ravine. So stay tuned. That makes it fun. We're heading up the bedrock. You know, you can always tell. Notice how all of a sudden we're hitting green algae? That tells you that there's no trees over my head. We've got light gap right here. And I knew that without looking. Because that algae needs light. And so we're going around the bend. More bedrock. We have a big drop here. And real sharp bend here. And so basically have almost a big loop here coming around. Then over there, I've tried that, by the way. I've sampled that. I haven't got anything. It looks like it should be good, but it's not. So we're working our way up. And so I'm just basically on the very, very outside bend of this big sharp loop. And there's a tree. That's a note to self. If I don't get back here for 6 months, I'll videotape that log crossing the tree. Now, that log's not obstructing the flow, at least unless the water's really high, which it does get, I'm sure. But I'm digging right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about 7 gallons digging up. Then I'm going to turn around and do 7 gallons of unclassified material coming back. We'll see what's going on, but this looks promising. Okay. All right. If I find something good, I'll show you. Otherwise, you know what digging looks like. Okay. See you there. Okay, starting through that half a bucket of material from upstream, and so far this is the best flake today. That is it's got some depth too. That's a 20 at least. It's kind of a pointy tip. It might be a little better than a 20. So first scoop out, let's see how it goes. Okay, let's look at the big picture here. Okay, there's the next bend up. We've got a straight stretch here, and going around, now taking this hard bend. There's that log, and there's buckets, and then it's kind of nasty up here. There's where I've been digging, and got some good stuff out of there. I went forward, it looked good like I said, and I went back, and it wasn't quite as good, but I still pulled a 20 mesh out of there. After digging there, what's going on in that first pan where I showed you all that buckshot, there's a little dip in the bedrock there. It's not a crack, but a dip. And so I just happened to pick a good little spot there, but still looks good forward looking back. And so there you can see down around the bend. And way down there, that's my panning station, okay? So what are we gonna do? I'm gonna come all the way. Where would you dig? A, B, I'm gonna do this. I'm coming up to the head of the, so there's that bend. We've got a straight stretch. I want to sample right at the head of the bend, not the inside bend, which starts there, but in front of the bend, still on the straight stretch. And right there is a big old piece of quartz. I'm not sure if it's a geode, but some stuff's dropping there. So I'm gonna take at least 5 gallons out of here. See what's up. Okay. See you later. All right. There's where I just took out some material. Not really good. Had gold in every scoop, but like 80 to 100 mesh, 3 or 4 in every scoop. This black sand was very, very fine. So where next? I think I'm just going to come down about 5 feet, and that'll put me right just where this starts to bend into your left. I think you can see that. There's that log, buckets, okay. Okay, just a little review here we did there. 100s, fine black sand. Came down here, just finished that up. Actually kind of worse. Same thing, fine black sand. Tiny gold. Still a lot. I mean, for another creek I'd dig all day. Not this creek, it's too good. So here we're starting to hit the bend. Actually, that is, I didn't do that today. That was my original test hole from a month or so ago. I just stepped in it, that's why it's muddy. Here was the first place I dug and got kind of excited and got a couple 20s. And that real heavy black sand, I came up, I went back. But here's, I almost didn't notice this. Let's go up here. Okay, you see that bedrock? Right here, I'm stepping up right now. This is a big, this bedrock is rising. And if you look here, so there's, hopefully you can see that's just rock. Man, it looks like gold sitting down here. I'll check that. But that's sticking up high, and look now, the rock's actually lower than right here. So we've got a dip. So I'm going to start with where I first started, and I'm going to come downstream here and see if where it starts to rise. But I bet you any money that's what's going on. That gold's getting held up behind this bedrock sticking up out of nowhere, coming right around this hard bend here. It's still dropping out. We'll see. That's what I guess. John's sitting here saying, you know, I told you so. First place he told me to dig. That's where the gold was. But you know, gotta listen to that dude. enough of this prospecting and sampling. All right, we'll check it out. You excited? See what we get out of here. Well, there you go, getting better again. That's one of the nicer pieces today. That's probably a 20 plus. Still, this upstream here, this spot's nowhere near what I was doing down here where I'm panning right now. But I think it'll be worth taking out that lower section completely. So I might not get to it today because I want to go downstream. I'm getting tired. Get closer to the car. Maybe do some more sampling downstream. So, but still, it's a nice little piece there. All right, see you.